Good evening, lovely tubers. White Mexican back again for another Market Watch investments video for you guys tonight. Have a plethora of cards I'm going to be showcasing for you guys. These are going to be my personal selections, and I do hope that you enjoy. Getting things kickstarted tonight is going to be Cyber Twin Dragon. This is out of Cybernetic Revolution, dawning as a high rarity of ultimate rare. Obviously, natural collectability towards this for Cyber Dragon players, and we're just going to go ahead and get some, not really a good card, honestly. If you read the effect, it's kind of lackluster, and you can pretty much do almost the same thing with two Cyber Dragons alone for direct hits, but really cool artwork, and again, high rarity of ultimate rare. Cybernetic Revolution is a really old set, so this is going for some pretty ridiculous money. Starting market price for lightly played first edition is going to be $286. And then if you want near mints, this can go up to a phantom under 500 bones for around $496. Very, very incredible. 2 pages of availability. If we switch over to bulk stacks, there is one playset available for a K each for near mint first edition. So really, really incredible price point on that. All right, moving on. Is going to be Grave of the Super Ancient Organism. This is ultimate rare. Of course, dining out of Raging Battle. A lot of really killer ultimate rares in this. Not really like super good cards, but really cool cards for like aesthetic, and a lot of cool ultimate rares. So, and a really great set in general. So, this is what the card does. If you don't know, it's continuous trap. So, single-sided floodgate here. Pretty interesting. A little slow. Really great artwork, but great rarity as well, and pretty cool set. So, lightly played first editions here are going to be 16 bones, and then if you want a near mint, there's only 2 pages of availability here. Near mint's going to be roughly around 23-ish, give or take. Let's see if there's any bulk prices. Single playset here for bulk prices of roughly around 19 bones for lightly played first edition. Moving on is going to be Red Eye's Flare Metal Dragon. This is specifically the Ghost Rare Hollow Foil out of Clash Rebellions. Really great artwork on this. A really killer effect. I love XYZ's, my all-time favorite mechanic, and this is just an all-around great card. It's going for some really good value. You can see that you played first edition copies are going for 105 bones, and then near mint copies are going all the way to 135. Only 2 pages availability here. Set of 4 here is the only bulk price for 120 a piece for lightly played first edition. Next is going to be Dark Factory of Mass Production. Now, this is the original print from Soul of the Duelist. Very, very old Generation 1 era. Pretty cool artwork. Unfortunately, there's no holofoils of this. I think all the versions are common. But this is going to be the best for Dark Rev lovers if you guys want that. But you can get a first edition, actually get a first edition copy from Soul of the Duelist. This is what this card does. It reminds me of Salvage, just like better, because it's pretty much no restriction, no limitation. You just rip off 2 vanillas, which is really cool recycle factor. Again, I really like the artwork, really like the name, and again, just being Gen 1 Soul of the Duelist, very, very old, very nostalgic. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at some bulk prices, because this card's insanely affordable. It's like under a bone for even first edition copies. I love this song so much. Near mint first editions, 15 stack here for under a bone, 75, so 3/4. And yeah, just all around a great card. So moving on here is going to be the ultimate rare variants, Duelist Revolution, fantastic set. For Scrap Dragon, really nostalgic, level 8 synchro here. Near mint first editions are going to be 51 bones. There's some European Deutsch ones here for all you European lovers. Switch over to bulk prices. There's 2 playsets, and starting market price is about 60 bones plus this $3 shipping for near mint first edition. Next is going to be Mystical Space Typhoon. I cannot get enough of this card. There's so many amazing prints of this, like Astral Pack 8 Ultimate Rares, Ghost Gold Hybrid Series from Haunted Mind. Personally, my favorites. The Hobby League 2 Parallel Ultras are really great too. Of course, we have the Secret Rares. I think there was 2. Yeah, the Legendary Collection Infamous, one and only Legendary Collection 3, Legendary Collection 4. First edition secrets, which are very affordable, the DT Commons, DT1 Commons, and all-time favorites, of course, are going to be the Generation 1 Magic Ruler variants. Specifically Magic Ruler, not Spell Ruler, because these actually have the Magic Stamp, and they're the first run prints. This is just an amazing, just 1-for-1 card in general. It's like the first of for Magic and Trap removal, with such diversity and just amazing artwork. I love the artwork so much on this. If you're going to go with this variant, definitely 100% you want to go first edition, and these are going for pretty good money. Lightly played market price is going to be a Phantom under 50 bones, about 49 for lightly played first edition, and if you want near mint, it goes to 100 plus, about 130. It's looking pretty nice. Bulk prices, no bulk prices. Just out of curiosity, this is kind of sacrilegious, but I'm going to see unlimiteds just because this is such a nice card. They're roughly around $8. 8 bones, $8 for unlimiteds, but again, pretty much, well, bulk prices. Well, interesting enough, no bulk prices for that. So really great variant. If you're not gonna go for the original OGs, definitely by far my second runner-up is gonna be the Ghost Gold Hybrids. This is such an amazing set, so unique. I mean, Mystical Space Typhoon and Solemn Judgment are still to the day the only Magic Trap cards in the whole entire TCG universe to have holofoil Ghost Rares. Ghost Gold blends, but they're still very much Ghost Rares. About 28 bones for this. For lightly played, and then near mints are going to be, how much are near mints going to be? Near mints going to be around 32. There's a stack of 8 here. Keep in mind, this was a Haunted Mind Gold Series, so there is no first edition prints. All the cards just say limited edition, so you don't need to worry about first edition runs. Stacks for lightly played is going to be around 27, and then I think it was, yeah, around 33 for this 8 stack of near mint. So again, MST, just great nostalgia behind it, some really high caliber rarities. I guess you should definitely check it out. Next is going to be Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack. This used to be a 100+ bone card for this era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Really great stuff. This is the original secret rare variants here. Starting market price for lightly played is going to be 16 bones for lightly played, and then near mints are going to go from 19. 3 pages of availability. If we switch over to stacks, there is a single playset bulk pricing here for 63 bones. There is the Megaton Mirrored Secret Rare reprints, but keep in mind the Secret Rare variants are different. They're both standard secret, but you can see the original print's a little bit more lighter, a little bit more detailed, and the 2014 Megaton Mirrored reprint was a little bit more predominant, a little bit more like, how can I describe it? It's just like thicker, I guess, kind of more in your face, kind of hard to explain. These super rares, kind of, you know, but you have the secret rare here. This doesn't exist. This is total garbage, but this is still much secret rare, and I understand the original prints are going to be significantly more valuable. It's kind of the way it goes. These are so insanely affordable. I mean, those are like 15 plus 15, 16 bones for about lightly played first edition, where you can get a near mint first edition for 3 bones. So this is where I differentiate between investing in the mirrored secret rares. I mean, back in the day, I think the 2018 Megatons were the last Megatons that they did mirrored rarity variants before they brought back the Prismatic Secret, which was pretty cool, but these are insane, insanely affordable, very affordable, and again, still high rarity secret rare. So let's go ahead and take a look at bulk prices. 5 bones for lightly played first edition for a bulk price here. That goes to 6 for near mint. So one of my all-time favorite level 7 rank 7s, and just great artwork, great effect, and just really awesome history merit behind this. All right, so bans list season is amongst us. Going over my popular reviews, Macrocosmos has been limited to 1 for years and years and years. I want it to come to 3 or at least 2. I'm a huge anti-meta player, and this card is just amazing. I love this artwork. This is my personal favorite variant out of Dual Terminal 6 as a rare. And let's go ahead and take a look at some prices here. So start market price about 5.5 bones. Here's a fat stack of 9 here for the same price, 5.5 here for near mint. And there's 3 pages of availability. So this is personally my favorite variant because DT, you have the Dark Rev Super Rares for all you Dark Rev players. Personally, I don't much really care for some Dark Rev stuff is pretty cool, but for the most part, it's kind of like low rarity for high dollar, personally, in my opinion. But the raw yellow Mega Pack mirrored just the same as Legendary Collection 2 for the first edition exclusively. Even though they are ultra rare, this card looks really sharp in ultra, I must admit. It's kind of a first up for me, but these actually look really, really slick in ultra rare first editions exclusively. But ideally, I really and for me, I mean, I have both the ultra first editions and the DT rares, but the DT rares definitely take the cake for me personally. Next is going to be Draco Berserker of the Tinny. Now, this is the reprinted variant. I don't remember what the other one was. I think it was an ultra rare. Yep, it was ultra rare. Disgusting. So that's completely unnecessary. 2020 Tin Lost Memories manufactured this prismatic secret rare, which is really nice. And this card is, I think, being like this card is generic. I think it's underrated. This has kind of gotten a little bit of hype and a little bit of notice, and rightfully so. I mean, it's got pretty cool artwork, kind of a silly name, really amazing effect. Again, really amazing rarity, prismatic secret rare. And this card used to be like 2 bones for like the longest time. And it's still relatively cheap. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at some price values here. So it's roughly around 4 bones for Near Mint First Edition. There's a fast stack of 12 here. So 4 bones, stack of 12, Near Mint First Edition. So it's about doubled in price, but again, going from 2 to 4 is not too significant, but it's a significant change in value. And again, like this like rightfully so. This is a really good generic synchro. Next is going to be Dark World Dealings. So I'm a huge Dark World fan in general, but more specifically, like this is such a generic card. You can run this in pretty much anything that you want to pitch to the grave and off spark, secondary effects in the grave. This is the highest rarity, ultimate rare out of Strike and Neos. Since pretty great money, lightly played first edition. It's gonna be around 85 bones, and if you want near mint, it goes to 131. Just one page availability. There's a stack of 3 here, so stacks start for around 140, then go to about 150. Phantom under 150. So incredible value in that. I would never play with this. I have personally, I think I have 4 copies of this first edition ultimate. Would never play with it. They're way too sacred to play with at this high rarity, especially first edition. But you have the original supers, which is the ideal print for me. I have tons of original supers, and then you have the Legendary Collection 4 supers, and then also the Mystic Fighter super rares. But ideally, I would really personally, because this was the original Strike and Neo set, which ran parallel with the ultimate rare variants, I think this is the best super rare variant, even though we do have 3 different variants of super rare. And this is insanely affordable, under 2 bones for lightly played first edition. Near mint is roughly around 4. Let's check bulk prices. Not a lot of bulk prices. 5 for 5 here. For near mint first edition, 5 bones, 5 availability. So again, this is kind of standard. This is kind of been fluctuating around 5 bones for quite some time, maybe even less over certain periods of time. But in all around, it's an amazing card. I mean, you use this Light Swarm, you use this Shadals, you can use this Zombies, you can use this Dark World, obviously. You can use this so many different decks, and it's got amazing artwork, amazing name, amazing artwork, amazing rarity, supers and ultimate. Can't go wrong. Alright, next is going to be Dual Terminal Preview. So Dual Terminal Preview is just like ridiculous value. I don't really know how many run prints there was of this, or like what was the quantity on the market. It's obviously insanely low. A lot of these things are out of stock, and just like Blue Eyes is like 4K, Cyber Dragon is 1700, and even some like the more like random obscure cards like Nuzzler is like 150, or like Karibo is like 400 bones. Dark Resonator is like 45. It's just all this plethora of random value. This Ojama is like 225 plus apparently. Really incredible value, so be really careful with your DT stuff. I'm a big fan of investing in DT in general. It's going to be really interesting when the new Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1 drops and they kind of revisit the DT technology prints. So yeah, if you have the P in front of your DT, or after your DT, then you have some insane value. Alright, next is going to be Cosmic Blazer Dragon. This is the Dual Saga Ultra Rares. There was only one other variant as a common, so pretty much peasant rarities, useless to the mass populace. This is really great artwork, a really great effect. Obviously pretty difficult to get out There's only 2 variants of this though, and obviously this is being that's Dual Saga exclusively. You guys know how I feel about Dual Saga. And it's around 3 bones, even for bulk prices here. Bulk price of 4 for Near Mint First Edition. And some Italiano here. I'm telling you what, these Italiano cards are taking over the market here on TCG. It's crazy. Anyway, really great stuff. Again, there's just not really a lot of variants of this. There's only 2 variants, and this being Dual Saga, again, the only set in all of the TCG to have the special, like, lightsaber-looking Ultra Holofoil, which is an all-around really cool card. Next is going to be Alligator Sword. This is specifically the World Championship 2011 card, prize, whatever you want to call it. If you guys ever read the description of this card, this mighty lizard man can swing his sword so fast that it's more than the speed a sound. Like, did like a ghetto elementary student write this? I don't know. It's pretty insane. I did not know that this is always like a cool like anime card. I'm pretty sure it's like Kaiba's card or something. And this is the only holofoil that we have, surprisingly enough, as a super rare. Obviously, it's an insane value because this is a prize card. And that's what it looks like up close and personal. Pretty juicy. It's got that silly smirk. All the other variants are common. Well, there was the other prize card, rare, which is about 100 bones plus or whatever have you. Oh, it was a Joey's card. That's what it was. 2 rares. Then 3 commons and then the super. So my mistake, was a Joey's card, not a Kaiba card. And then you have Alligator Sword Dragon, year after next, 20 World Championship 2011 card pack. That was a super rare. This has really dumb artwork. I really don't like this Aspergery artwork, but anyway, obviously it's worth good money. I mean, there's apparently like none on the market. And that is the only holofoil. And then again, mirrored rarities, that's the rare. There's a DT4, which is kind of cool. And then a plethora of commons. And then a booster pack 8. So kind of like mirrored sets as Alligator Sword. Next is Big Eye. Big Eye's awesome. I love this card. It reminds me of Silent Honor. Basically built-in Snatch and Steal to a certain extent. Watered down version. You have Astral Pack 6 Ultimate Rares, and then the original Galactic Overlord Secret Rares. Original prints, really great. These other 3 are just disgusting and don't exist, so we're just going to go ahead and look at the original OG First Edition Secret Rares from Galactic Overlord. Jazzy with that sax. Alright, this is super rare. I don't know what this is doing here. Anyway, 17 bones for Lily Played First Edition, and then if you want near mint, it's going to go to about 22. Switch over to bulk prices. It's significantly more expensive, 28 for a stack of 3 near mint First Edition. And then of course we have the Ultimate. Personally, I for the price, I'd much rather have First Edition Secret than the Ultimates. The Ultimates do look nice. I'm personally more of a Secret guy, like original Secret First Edition guy myself. And the Ultimates are going for... I'm so confused. Why are these super rare Deutsch German ones coming up here? How do these people get away with mislabeling? Okay, so 75 bones for English near mint Ultimate Rares. 3 pages of availability. Let's check bulk prices, and it goes to about 83 for Lily Played for a stack 3, and then 100 bones for near mint stack of 3. Next will be Giant Tornado again. Banlist season is coming very soon to a neighborhood near you. And these are going to be the original Magic Ruler, Magic Stamped, personal favorites. There's another variant here that has the Magic Stamp. It was one of the starter decks. I think it was starter deck Joey, which I'll get into momentarily. But this is an amazing target. I really think this card can come back. Like, genuinely, some of the other stuff I showcased that were banned cards, or it's kind of like wishful, more so from the intent of wishful thinking, but this is like has some serious potential. I really think that this could come back. There's a lot more powerful cards that we have than this. I know the recycle factor behind this is kind of limiting, but it's amazing artwork and great Gen 1 collectability purposes, even beyond just being an amazing playable card in general. This is what it looks like up close and personal. Love that emerald green. 20 bones, starting market price for lightly played first edition. If you want near mint, it's gonna go up to about 27-ish, give or take. Only 2 pages of availability. Switch over to bulk prices, and they're non-existent, so that's pretty unfortunate. We'll try to find that variant again. I think it was Starter Deck Joey, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Starter Deck Joey, I believe, was the only other variant. Again, you can see here in this very depixelated, crappy, blurred picture. TCG player, you guys need to update your photos. These photos are horrendous. Magic stamp here. So these first edition, if you want to go for a lot more affordability, these even for bulk prices, they increase, so they're about a bone for onesie twosies, then they go to about 3 bones roughly, give or take, for bulk prices for lightly played first editions and near mint first editions. So it's an option. Next is going to be Void Ogre Dragon. This does not have a lot of variants. I think it's only 2. You have this common peasant common here, and then of course you have the secret rare promo 2012 premium collection tins. Really cool artwork, really great effect. The last time I think this was like pretty big was, I think, was Infernities maybe. Great rare of secret rare, great rarity of secret rare. All around just great card. Again, just great rarity, great effect, great artwork, and kind of limiting with this, but other than that, it's really great. And the best thing is this is so affordable. Obviously, it's a 10 promo, so you know they're all going to be limited. Oh, actually, I guess there is first edition. Well, I guess they would all be first edition. That's very strange that a 10 promo was printed in first edition, because there isn't unlimited. Like, they're all first edition, so it's kind of deceiving. Anyway, it's like 2 bones. This card is insanely affordable. Let's go ahead and switch over to bulk prices. 3 stack here for near mint first edition. Like, that really means anything in this one, but 2 bones. But then when you start to get to the bottom, it trickles up relatively, you know, after you get to these, then it goes from like 2 to 3 to 6 to 7 to 10 to 20. So rapidly running out, but very affordable still yet right now. Next is going to be Hammershot. This is specifically the ultimate rare variant out of Gen 1, very nostalgic Soul the Duelist. I love the artwork on this. Obviously nowadays this is a terrible card. Back in the day it used to be a relatively heavy hitter for meta card. It's high rarity ultimate. I love Goblin Attack Force. I love all the silly artwork that they're featured in. And it's just, I love there's a hammer just like annihilating them. It's really, really cool. Relatively good money in this too. Near mint first edition copies are 32 bones. It's a 2 stack here. Only 1 page of availability, so really not a lot on the market. Just an old school, great, silly artwork, ultimate rare. Next is going to be Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend. Say that 13 times fast. Ghost Rare variant, Dimensions of Chaos. Amazing artwork, amazing effect. It's a ghost rare. And let's go ahead and take a look at some market prices here. So apparently this one's 84 for lightly played first edition, and near mints are gonna go to about $100 for Italiano. And there's a 10 stack there. Let's see, and then about $100, $101 bones bucks for English prints. And for stacks, you have the Italianos, and then the first English stacks is gonna be 120. All around really, really great stuff. Next is going to be Skill Drain. Again, this is hit to 1. Unfortunately, Konami, please, 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 please bring this back to 2 or 3. Such an amazing card. Really great artwork. This is the Dual Tournament 3 common, my personal favorite. One of the most pricier See the trending here for DTs. Not a lot of availability either. About 23, 24 bones starting market price per lightly played. 26 bones for this near mint, which looks pretty good until you look at that top left corner. It looks a little chipped. And then you have Sloppy Turkey for 40 bones here. So not a lot of availability for this variant. This is personally my favorite variant. We had the Lost Art promotional, which had the demon horns, which is pretty cool, but they were very expensive. Oh man. Well, Skill Drain in general, you look at all the copies. Like if you have Skill Drain, like pull them out and save them. Like the most affordable one is like 13, 15 bones. Like they're all money, even the commons. Insane good money. It's just an awesome card. Dead drop card. Original Ultra Holofoils Turbo Pack Booster 8. These are ultra rares though, so yeah, these are still worth money. I mean, I sell like all the way. Hold on to the DTs, or if you have the Dark Crisis first editions exclusively, look at these, like unlimiteds are even almost 15 bones. Pretty incredible. Lightly played first editions are around 14, 15, and then if you want near mint first editions, let's go ahead and take a look at these. Oh, again, they're about 18, 19, 119. So just all around really great stuff. I'm waiting for a secret rare variant to come out. Like, these are disgusting. Please give us a secret rare. I mean, hell, even give us an ultimate rare. Like, just do it. Next is gonna be Sandwich. So this card blows, but it's really cool how it's Sangan and Witch of the Black Forest, and that cheesy pun of like putting them together and making Sandwich. Kind of interesting artwork here. Only 2 variants, I believe. The original Soul the Duelist, Gen 1 era, and then Dark Rev 3. I think this would be a lot better if they made it at least a super rare. I don't think this is going to see the light of day for like a rarity bump or anything. It's just a silly card. And it's a couple bones. I mean, let's check bulk prices. Just out of curiosity, again, like those were such infamous, the fusion materials were just such infamous cards in like Duel Monsters era and all that. So anyway, I thought that was cool. It's a silly little fusion. Next is gonna be Ninja Grandmaster Sasuke. It's the ultimate rare, again, Solo Duelist. A lot of Solo Duelists today. Not really sure why, but a lot of Solo Duelist content, so you guys enjoy that. 65 bones for Light Played First Edition, and near mints go to about 81 for near mints. No pages of stacks. These are all one of, so very restricted availability on this. Pretty much a relatively terrible card because it has to be face up. If this was just defense position in general, it'd be a lot better. Really cool artwork on this, so I love the daggers. Love, obviously, this is high rarity of ultimate rare, and it's Soul the Duelist. It's good old Sod, so it's got that collectability purposes, Gen 1 era to it. And if you don't want to spend the heavy coin on the ultimate rares, there's a Turbo Pack Booster 7 super rare. Surprisingly enough, this is pretty nice too. I wouldn't mind having a couple copies of these. See the artwork better here. These are going for around 13 bones to about 13 for light played, around 14 for near mint. There's a couple twosies here. Let's check bulk prices. And then about 15 bones for near mint for a stack of 5, a stack of 4, and then about 17 for the stack 5 here. So there's the AKA Keiichi for you guys. Next is going to be the beginning of the end, Phantom Darkness Ultimate Rare. So there was some hype to this card. Forget what deck it was being used in a couple years back. Really hard to see in this picture, obviously really dark, but great high rarity for Ultimate Rare. Phantom Darkness by far one of my all-time favorite. This and Light of Destruction, some really killer blockbusters that sealed the deal out of this. Really played first edition is going to be 27 bones, and then here's some Deutsch Europeans. First Auflage. And then you have around 33 bones for first edition near mints. 2 pages of availability. Let's see if there's any bulk prices. Bulk prices here, 5 stack near mint first edition for 37 bones. Yeah, cool. Okay. Next is going to be Grandmaster of the Sixth Samurai. This card is retarded expensive for like no reason. It's a cool card, it's got great artwork, and Six Samurais are really badass, but like I just don't understand. Like this card just must have been insanely hard to pull from Strike Neos because it's just worth like really good money. Lightly played first edition copy, starting market price is $135. And then near mints instantly go to 300 plus, 315 bones. Incredible. 2 pages availability. And it doesn't look like there's stacks available to click on here. These are all onesies. And these are all onesies here. Bombs out of decay. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Grandmaster of the Sixth Samurai. Pretty wild. Also, rightfully so. One thing, there's a DT rare, which is insanely affordable. Like, here it is right here. Like, these are so expensive. That's really, I mean, yeah. I mean, even like the Gold Series ones are 410 bones. That's pretty expensive, too. But this is so insane to me how this is so affordable. It's like a bone for not only DT rare. This is insane. Look at this plummet here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and look even like starting market price for bulk prices because this is just so insanely affordable. I have so many of these. There's like so many random like spotty DT bulk pickups that I make. I'm just borderline obsessed with DT. And they're like pretty much a bone. Here's a half bone for a fast stack of 22, a 23. This is a bone here for this 5. Plenty of stacks here, 30s. And then it starts to really increase a lot after these giant stacks. Goes from like 1 to 2 to 3 to 10 to 94 from Trading Post wires. Okay. Moving on to Cannon Soldier. So this is specifically the Dark Beginning 2 super rare. And again, I'm not really a big fan of Dark Revs or Dark Beginnings. This, unfortunately, is the only holofoil that we have. I do really like the way this looks and like kind of like this like trash can green. I just like this card. I want this card. I want this card in super. I mean, there's not really a specific reason besides like I really like the verbiage, how it's like the really Gen 1 old school verbiage, the way that they spell everything out here. And this card is relatively affordable. I mean, there's a 2-stack here of lightly played for about 10 bones, and the near mints are around 12 plus this 2-bone shipping. 3-stack here for 20. Kind of want to buy this stack. The stack of 20 here near mint. I don't think I will, but kind of do, just because I've been wanting to get this card for some time, just because I really like it in super rare. And Dark Beginning 2 is obviously insanely old. And of course, you have the original Malraiders Rare first edition, but I would honestly, again, like probably most players prefer a super rare over even a first edition rare, but that's just me personally. Next is going to be the Creator. So I love this card. Again, the significance behind this card is Rise of Destiny is the 13th core booster set of like Gen 1 era. It's like the cutoff for me. What I consider Generation 1 is LOB through RDS. And this is the cover card. I actually have a big Rise of Destiny vinyl poster in my house of Rise of Destiny, and it was the last set that showcased Yami Yugi on the front of the booster packaging, and this was like the big showcasing poster boy for it. So that's what's kind of special about this. And back in the day, this was a relatively good card, and obviously, you know, high rating of ultimate rare, really great artwork, decent effect for given its age. Starting market price is going to be 43, 42-ish bones for lightly played first editions. If you want near mint, 3 pages availability, and then near mints increases significantly to 110, 111 bones. See if we can get some photos here in all its glory. Alright, and let's see if there's any. It doesn't look like there's any bulk prices available. So you have stuck with these onesies, twosies, unfortunately. Only 3 pages availability. This is such a gorgeous card. I love this card so much. It looks kind of a little janked on that left top corner. Yeah, it's got a little edge wear on this one, but ships immediately. Few details. Okay. And And then it's the other variants. This is the last card I'm going to be showcasing for you guys. I love, so very rarely, every once in a while, or at least some of these older sets, they had their special edition promos were secret rare, which is really, really killer, in my opinion. They have the Dark Rev 3 ultra rares, but those are ultra rares, so squat on that. They have the original ultra rares from Rise of Destiny, which again are ultra rare, so, but they are Rise of Destiny, so. And just out of curiosity, actually not. Personally, if you're not going to get the first edition ultimate rares, I would just get the secret rares because they're very affordable and they're amazingly aesthetically juicy in the face. What else can you ask for? Very, very affordable. I mean, pretty much a bone. And then stacks go up to about 3, then they go to 5, and then so on. So really, really great stuff. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has been part of my life for many years. It's one of my greatest passions. I really, really love the deck building, the brotherhood, the community. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is such an amazing place to be in life. It's important to have hobbies that you love and you enjoy and have things that you can invest your resources, your funds, and your time in. The world is a really crazy place. I hope that you guys are remembering to be a brother, be a sister, be a friend. Please just love each other. There's a lot of loneliness, depression, anxiety, stress. The world's a really crazy place, so please remember to take care of each other and love each other always. Link below is going to be my Facebook. I would love for each and any or all of you guys to reach out to me, message me. I would love to talk to you guys about anything Yu-Gi-Oh! Related. I hope you guys are making some fantastic Yu-Gi-Oh! Investments yourself. This has been a showcasing by The White Mexican, and I will see you in the next video.